Hi, I'm Kennedy.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
Welcome to Hollywood's spring edition of the podcast.
Many events have already occurred here at Hollywood this winter and spring. Some events that have occurred include Read to Me Day, our wonderful Christmas program, a Woodrow Wilson High School Try-In music performance, Dr. Seuss Day, Jump Rope for Heart, and Theater West Virginia.
Speaking of Theater West Virginia, Rebecca recently interviewed a few of their cast members. To Rebecca.
Thank you, and I'm here with Susan and Lou, and it's time for an interview. What first got you interested in acting?
Okay, well, I first started doing acting because I was really talkative in class, and I was kind of loud and would get in trouble for it. And my music teacher thought that showed that I wasn't scared of being up in front of people. So she asked my mom would I like to start being in plays and taking singing lessons, and I did. And that's how I started acting. Lou?
I was always kind of funny. I was always kind of like the funny kid, you know, and so it kind of seemed like a natural type of progression of, since I'm going to entertain people anyway, might as well get paid for it. Plus, it didn't hurt the fact that it helped me get girls. That's just honestly what it was. People liked me, so so it was all right.
What was the first play you ever did?
The first play I ever did, I think it was a church play, maybe. But I will say that it was when I went to Park Junior High. That was back when I was a junior high. Sounds old. So I was in Park Junior High, and we did this like little kid show, and we were going to tour all the elementary schools, and I remember I had to play a dog.
So I believe my voice was a little bit like that. It was kind of like the King Louis voice. So it was kind of like that. I was this dog, and I had these big ears and this nose on, and I go around talking like that.
Well, the day before, I went out to Flat Top Lake, and I got a bad sunburn. So the night before, I'd spent the night in the emergency room, and I was on all kinds of medication. And I went out, and I was and I had to go out and be the dog, and I was wonderful. From what I remember, I don't remember much, but it was pretty fun, and that was the first play I think I was in. What about you?
I played a cat in my first play. As a matter of fact, it was a school play called Achoo, the Mouse That Saved Christmas. And it was about this village of mice, and I was the bad guy, and I would light fires in all the fireplaces so Santa couldn't come down. He'd burn his butt if he did. And I know I'm the bad guy. And this one mouse named Achoo, who sneezed all the time, no one liked him, but he saw me and went around and sneezed
on the fire?
And saved Christmas. And so, as a bad guy, that was fun. Yeah. So I was a cat.
How long have you been performing?
Oh gosh, I was in my first school play in 3rd grade. So, oh Lord, I don't know how many years that is. I mean, I've been acting professionally for 8 years, and then I've been doing school plays and community theater plays and church plays since 3rd grade. So, the majority of my life. I'm not going to do the math.
Yeah, about the same way here. I was young, and my first I started working professionally as an actor in 1999. When were you born?
2003.
Wow.
That's a big difference.
That is a big difference.
You're old.
I know.
What was your favorite play you've ever done?
Ooh, favorite play I've ever done.
I know mine.
Yeah, I know you know. I don't know. Mine changes every play I think I do is my favorite one. You know, I really enjoy the play we do this year, The Parker in the Park. That's a whole lot of fun. The show we did last year, Main Street Kids Club, that was a whole lot of fun. And then the shows we do out at Grandview in the summertime, like this year we did, Jungle Book. And I really, really liked Jungle Book. I really enjoyed that. And then we did Rocket Boys, and that was a fun. So really, every play is my new favorite. and I like to keep it that way as long as possible.
I like that. I like that. My favorite has been my
Actually,
favorite. I never. No. That's not my favorite. My favorite was in 8th grade. I was Susan in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Which is how she got her name.
Which is how I got my name. I'll give you a secret. My legal name is not Susan. It's just what I go by because I played that role in that play. And I've gone by it ever since. And I've always loved those books. And it's one of my favorite books. It's my favorite play I've ever been in. I only wish that I could do it again and then be the White Witch this time.
Mm-hmm.
I like being the bad guy. I do. I don't know why.
Because you look so bad. Like, you just look at that, like, oh, the
I'm
blonde-haired,
so
blue-eyed
evil.
girl, she's mean.
I don't know. It's funner to play the bad guy.
It really is.
It is.
Do you have a favorite musical? If so, what musical is it?
Ooh, that's a good
It's a
question.
hard one.
That is a hard one. I think right now my favorite musical is Shrek. Do you like Shrek?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you know there was a musical?
No.
Well,
Wait,
there is.
I think I did. I don't know. I
Are you
don't
sure?
know. Yeah.
But Shrek is really, really cool, and it's a lot. It's pretty much just like the movie, the first one. Just there's
more music.
more music in it, and it's really, really good. And when I go, as actors, we have to go on auditions and stuff like that. And my song that I sing for my audition is a song from Shrek. So one day I want to be Shrek. So that's probably it. How about you?
I like so many. I think my favorite right now, because this would change. I'll have the same favorite play, but my musicals change a lot. I really love the musical Wicked. It's about the Wicked Witch of the West. Yet again, I like. Yeah, you know that. I love that musical. And I love to read, and I love the book. I read the book years before it became a musical, and then I saw in a newspaper how it was becoming a musical, and I was so excited. And I had to wait. I found out about 2 years before it opened on Broadway, and kept waiting for it to open on Broadway, because I wanted to, buy the soundtrack and be able to go see it, and stuff like that. So I think that's my favorite.
What's your favorite?
I've seen some plays on Broadway because I've been to New York.
Ooh, really?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're one step ahead of me.
We saw this play about the Beatles called Rain,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really good. It was these guys who performed all kinds of Beatles songs, and they were really good. They looked a lot like them, they sounded a lot like them, and they were really good, so that's probably my favorite.
Cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Do your characters connect with you in most of your plays?
It's your turn.
But I'm the road manager this year.
You've been in
so
plays.
I have. I think a lot of the characters do. You have to connect with them to make them real for you. So I always think it's when you're cast as a character, because you don't have a say in that, you have to find something that reminds you of yourself in it. You kind of have to do that, because no matter how many different people you play, they all have to kind of become a part of you to be realistic. And so, yeah, I always try to find one thing in there. The one thing that's great about the shows we've done the last few years, this year and last year, we're one of the first companies to do them. We're one of the first ones to tour them. So we have more power, more say in how we create them. So I do think we make them more like ourselves, because we have the leeway to do it.
Yeah, about every role, there's a whole lot of me in there. This last summer out at Grandview in Hatfields and McCoy's, I played a bad guy. His name was Jim Vance. That one really wasn't me. It was if I got really, really mad, that might be a little bit of me, but I had to be that mean all the time. So it really wasn't me, but the funny thing about it is that when you do something like that, is that people forgot, because the new actors that came in that had never met me before or anything like that, all they knew was that I was really mean. So they really thought that I was a bad guy and didn't really want to hang out with me. They were scared of me, and I'm like, no, it's me. it's Lou. You know, I'm nice. I'm funny. I'm cool. No, I'm mean. And so they all thought I was mean. So that's like an opposite kind of thing of when people don't. You are a character, but people don't believe that you're really as nice as you are. I don't know. But yes, to answer your question.
Thank you for that interview. Now back to the news.
Thanks, Froggy, for that rather hopping interview.
A lot of events have been happening in sport. Without saying another word, here's Noah with your sporting news.
I'm Noah, and here's the latest in sports here at Hollywood. Recently, Hollywood Elementary participated in Jump Rope for Heart. Jump Rope for Heart is a national fundraising program sponsored by the American Heart Association. The program promotes physical activity, heart-healthy living, and community service to the children. Hollywood raised $3,037 during the event this year, and the student that raised the most money was none other than our very own news correspondent, Rebecca. Over the course of 5 years, Hollywood Elementary has raised approximately $14,000. Tune in next time for sports, and I'm Noah, and don't forget 3 strikes and you're out.
Thanks, Noah, for that sizzling, sparkling news.
Here's Mr. Calvin and Madison with an instrument unveiling you do not want to miss out on.
Hey, this is Mr. Calvert here, and I have a few new instruments I'd like to show you today. The first one is called the Bongos. It's a Cuban instrument, and it has a pair of single-headed, open-ended drums that are attached to each other, as you can see. The drums are different sizes. You can see one of them is larger. It's in Spanish. It's called the hembra. Let's hear that one, Madison. There we go. And the smaller drum is actually called the macho. Let's hear that one, Madison. All right. They are membranophones, or instruments that create sound by vibration against a stretched membrane, which is kind of like that skin that you see stretched across. All right, Madison, let's hear you play a little bit of those bongos. All right, and as Madison is moving to the next instrument, I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about it. These are the doumbeks. The doumbeks is a very cool instrument. It actually originated in Egypt. Now, they are actually also have another name. They are called the Goblet Drums as well. There's all kinds of different types. They're usually made from ceramic type materials, kind of like these right here. And I'm going to let Madison go ahead and play a little bit on those doumbeks. Or whenever you're ready, Madison, you may go. Alright, so those are a couple of the new instruments we have in our room this year. And tune in next time so you can see more. For Madison and Mr. Calvert, hi-ho.
Thanks, Mr. Calvert and Madison, for that beautiful segment.
Looks like we better wrap things up, Kennedy.
Aw, really, Tommy?
Well, right after we tell one of our buddy Fozzie's jokes.
Okay.
Why are fish so smart? Give up?
Yeah.
Because they swim in schools.
Waka waka. Okay, Tommy, you've had your fun. Now it's time to say goodbye. We are the Hollywood News Reporters signing off. Till next time.